God says, don't ignore this holy moment. Do not scroll, for I, your Father in heaven, am reaching for you in desperation. This is not a casual word, not a simple whisper. It is my voice breaking through the noise of your life. My beloved child, hear me closely. I am begging you, yes. Begging you because your destiny is too precious to waste. And the time left is shorter than you think. You have been chosen to witness something sacred. Something hidden from many, but revealed to you before the clock strikes 9 p.m. This is not coincidence, this is divine appointment. I am not speaking to everyone. I am speaking to you. This message carries your name written across it. Like fire in the heavens. Do not share this lightly with others. For what I am releasing now is designed for your ears and your heart. I am moving a miracle toward you that will be visible in the next moments. Just as manna fell from heaven for Israel, I am releasing provision that no system, no bank, no man can explain. If you feel my presence pressing against your spirit, then write Amen in the comments now, as a seal of faith. Child, I need you to understand. This moment is heaven's response to your cries. The prayers you whispered in silence when nobody knew your pain have reached me. The tears that fell on your pillow at night have watered seeds in the unseen realm. Now those seeds are sprouting. The wealth transfer I spoke of in my word is unfolding. And your name is among the chosen. Angels have been dispatched with scrolls of instruction, carrying supernatural deposits into your life. Type in the comments, I believe angels are fighting for me right now. The miracle racing toward you is not small. It will silence the critics who mocked your faith and surprise those who thought you would never rise again. I am positioning you to carry financial favor that your family never imagined. Where there was lack, there shall now be overflow. Where there was death, there shall now be sudden cancellation. Where there was delay, there shall now be supernatural speed. Every roadblock the enemy placed before you will collapse under the weight of my promise. You have endured humiliation. You have faced seasons where your bank account testified against you, where bills piled up like mountains and doors seemed locked. But I say, watch closely, because deposits are being released into your hands from unexpected places. A transfer of wealth is in motion. Contracts, opportunities, inheritances and blessings that were stored up in secret are now being directed to your name. Write 1111 in the comments if you believe I am releasing financial doors that no man can shut. This is also the hour where you must not walk in fear. Do not let the enemy whisper lies about scarcity, about loss, about defeat. Fear will keep you small, but faith will unlock the storehouses of heaven. You are not a beggar, you are an heir. You are not forgotten, you are chosen. My treasury is infinite and I am pouring from it into your life. Beloved, hear me. There are angels standing at the gates of your destiny right now. They are not empty-handed. They carry scrolls of breakthrough, documents of victory and resources that your enemies cannot touch. The enemy thought he could stop this, but he cannot. The floodgates are already open. Type 2222 in the comments to declare. Heaven's gates are opening over me right now. Now listen. 95% of those who hear my words do not take the step of subscribing or liking, even though my spirit reaches for them. Only 5% act in faith, but I am calling you to step into that 5% today. Like this video and subscribe right now, as a visible sign that you receive what I am releasing. Do not underestimate this small action. It is a seed of faith in front of heaven. Child, you have often asked me in secret, Lord, why do others rise while I remain hidden? My answer is simple. I was preparing you for a moment like this, where I would lift you so suddenly, so dramatically that no one could deny my hand upon your life. Your story will be a testimony of my power. Wealth will flow to you not to make you arrogant, but to make you a blessing. You will feed the hungry, clothe the poor, and rebuild what was broken. Do you not see how I preserved you? When the enemy tried to snatch your health, I restored you. When he tried to steal your mind, I renewed you. When he tried to bankrupt you, I sustained you. All this time you thought you were barely surviving, but in truth I was building a foundation of faith, strong enough to carry the weight of this miracle. Write 3333 in the comments if you believe I preserved you for this moment. My child, you are walking into an inheritance that you did not earn, but that I have written in your destiny. Just as Israel was given vineyards they did not plant, and houses they did not build, I am preparing sudden gifts for you. Properties, resources, connections and finances will come as a surprise. Because I am the God of suddenlies. I will give you streams in the desert and rivers in the dry places. Now let me show you something many do not understand. Some of you have never been taught how to show love back into a word like this. So I, your father, explain it with gentleness. Below this video, there is a small heart symbol with a $sign inside it. When you press it, you will see choices. Some of my children give $20, some $40, some even $60. It is not about the number. It is about the faith and gratitude behind it. This is called a thank you offering, a way to say, Father, I honor this message and I receive it. Think of it like placing a gift at my altar, not out of pressure but out of love. The enemy thought your prayers were wasted. He thought your faith had expired. But I tell you now, you are stepping into a season of divine reimbursement. Everything stolen will be repaid sevenfold. Every delay will transform into acceleration. Every dry well will overflow. The books of heaven are being opened, and your accounts are being credited with blessings, both spiritual and financial. This is your hour, this is your moment. Do not doubt, do not delay. Do not turn away. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And I am the same God, writing your name into the story of wealth transfer. If you believe you are ready, type 4444 in the comments. Now, as heaven's witness, the angels are waiting and your miracle is already moving. Every tear you shed when nobody saw was not wasted. Angels carried them in golden bowls before my throne, and I recorded each one as testimony of your endurance. My child, I am about to do what no man can reverse. No demon can delay, no curse can overturn. This miracle will not be ordinary. It will be restoration where loss had crushed you. Vindication where lies had stained your name. Provision where emptiness had marked you. I am sending destiny helpers into your path, people you never expected, who will confirm the promises I whispered in the wilderness. Seasons of your life. Their presence will be like keys, unlocking doors you have knocked on for years. Stay humble, stay hidden. Stay faithful, for the next moments are heavy with change. The clock is not your enemy. I hold time in my hand, and I will accelerate for you what others waited decades to see. I declare to you as it is written in Isaiah 6:22, at the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. That time is no longer tomorrow. It is now. What you thought was delay was preparation. And what you thought was denial was redirection. I am aligning the events of your life in such supernatural order that you will look back and say, only God could have done this. This miracle is not small. It is designed to break chains, to shift generations, to announce heaven's victory over your life. It is not just money, though. Money is coming, it is peace in your spirit, justice in your battles, joy in your house, and increase in your resources. Type in the comments these 10 words. I receive restoration, vindication, wealth, joy, peace, favor, today. This declaration is not empty. It is faith being written into the atmosphere assigned to heaven, that you are ready to carry what I am sending. Beloved, listen closely. You have seen long seasons of delay, but now you will see sudden speed. You have tasted bitter loss, but now you will taste an overflowing harvest. You have wept until your strength was gone, but now you will dance with joy. You have walked through loneliness, But now I will walk you into rooms where your name is already honored. I am lifting curses, breaking lies, and destroying every demonic agreement made against your future. You belong to me, and I do not abandon my own. Hell has fought you not because you are weak, but because you are valuable. Darkness has surrounded you because it fears the all on your life. Every attack was proof of your anointing. Every betrayal was evidence of your calling. Do not despise the battles, for they expose the strength you did not know you carried. Now I am lifting the veil. I am revealing to you the treasures I kept reserved for this very hour. This unveiling is not to show your weakness, but to display my glory through you. Type these 10 words in the comments. The all on my life cannot be stopped by enemies. Every word you write declares that you know who you are in me. My child, do not forget. I am the same God who parted the Red Sea for Moses, who fed Elijah by the ravens, who healed the blind through Jesus, who raised the dead with one command. I have never changed, never weakened, never lost authority. And today that same power is alive and active in your story. The same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead is working to resurrect every dead dream, every dry bank account, every broken promise in your life. Nothing is beyond my hand. This miracle is not only for you. It is for your children and their children. I am ending cycles of lack, cycles of sudden losses, cycles of disappointment that have stalked your family line. I am replacing them with cycles of provision, peace and promotion. Your bloodline is shifting because of your faithfulness. The very ones who mocked your prayers will soon testify of my goodness in your life. The co-workers who dismissed you will see your rising. The relatives who doubted you will witness your increase. Type these 10 words: this miracle is for me, my children and generations. Each word you type becomes like a seed planted into heaven's soil, bringing forth fruit that cannot be stopped. Do not be afraid of the silence that has surrounded you. This silence was not abandonment. It was preparation. I removed certain people because their presence would have corrupted your promise. I closed doors because behind them were traps. I allowed endings not to punish you, but to preserve you. I know what you do not see. I hear what you do not hear. I stop what you do not even know was forming against you. That silence was divine surgery, removing what would have poisoned your miracle. Beloved, you have been misunderstood because you carry something sacred. People cannot explain you, because I have hidden the full blueprint of your destiny. You are not ordinary, you are chosen. You are not overlooked, you are handpicked. My breath is in your lungs. My fire is in your bones, my seal is on your future. What I have marked cannot be unmarked. What I have written cannot be erased. What I have promised cannot be undone. This is why I call you to boldness. Do not shrink back in fear. Do not let the whispers of doubt silence your voice. Lift your head high and step into the miracle I am laying before you. It is not arrogance, it is confidence in the one who called you. The anointing on you is heavy, because the assignment before you is great. And I will not let you fall before your time. Now pause, type these 10 words to seal this chapter. I am chosen, anointed, preserved and walking into my miracle. Angels are recording your words and heaven is moving on your behalf. You don't fit in because you were never meant to blend in. I did not create you to be hidden in the background of life. I created you to stand out, to shine, to carry a light that cannot be dimmed. Every time you felt different, it was because my hand was upon you. You were created to carry my presence in a world that has forgotten me. To walk as a living testimony that I still do the impossible. You may not see it now, but the very thing that made you feel rejected is the same thing that is setting you apart for my glory. You may feel unworthy, but let me remind you, I do not call the qualified. I qualify the ones I call. I am not asking you to meet the standards of this world. I am asking you to surrender to mine. I don't need your perfection. I need your availability. If you give me your heart, I will give you a future far greater than your past. If you surrender your pain, I will turn it into power. If you hand me your brokenness, I will build something out of it that will leave people in awe. You are not too late, no matter what the enemy has whispered. You are not too broken, no matter what life has thrown at you. You are not too far gone, no matter how many mistakes you've made. You are exactly where I can begin again. This is not the end of your story. It's the place where I write a new chapter. I want you to remember this. Even when you didn't feel me, I was working. Even when you doubted, I was still moving. Even when you tried to run away, I stayed when you were asleep. I was covering you when you cried alone in the night. I was collecting your tears one by one and storing them. In heaven, when you almost gave up, I leaned close and whispered into your soul. Hold on, child. I'm not done yet. And look at you now, still breathing. Still standing, still hoping, still fighting, because I carried you through fires that were meant to destroy you. You walked through flames but did not burn. You faced waters that should have drowned you but did not sink. Comment 12:12 if you know the fire didn't destroy you. It refined you. I know you are tired, I see the exhaustion behind your smile. I see how you've been holding on with trembling hands. hoping things will change. I know you feel like you can't take another blow, another loss, another delay. But today, my child, I am exchanging your weariness for my strength. You will run and not grow weary. You will walk and not faint. My peace will guard your heart and mind like armor, and no storm will shake you out of my presence. Even when everything around you shakes, I will give you rest. You will sleep without fear because my angels will surround your home. You will rise without dread, because I will be ahead of you in the morning. You will walk forward without guilt, because I have already forgiven what you still carry shame. For I am restoring your name, redeeming the time you thought was wasted, and bringing honor where there was once humiliation. I am releasing people into your life who will love you, not for what you can give them, but for who you truly are. I am sending loyalty to replace betrayal, increase to replace loss, clarity to replace confusion. And when people ask how all of this happened so suddenly, you will say the Lord did it. Because what I am doing will be undeniable, unexplainable, and unstoppable. This is not wishful thinking. It is your divine reality unfolding in front of you. My child, I am not asking for much. Just your trust, just your surrender. Just your faith the size of a mustard seed. I will do the rest. Every unanswered prayer has been heard. Every silent request has been seen. Even the desires you couldn't find words for. I understood, and my answer is yes. Not because you earned it, but because I love you, not because you are perfect, but because my grace is sufficient for you. The next 2 minutes are more important than you realize. As you listen, heaven is already in motion. Angels assigned to you have already moved into position. Instructions have been released. In the spirit realm, doors that were locked for years are beginning to shift. Hearts that were closed are being stirred. Opportunities that seem dead are being resurrected. All I need from you is to be still, to believe and to trust that I am God. Comment 999 and say, Lord, I trust you with the unseen. I know the weight of the nights you never told anyone about. I know the silent tears that fell on your pillow while you pretended to be strong in the daylight. I know the prayers you whispered when you thought no one was listening. I was there, I heard every word, and even the ones you couldn't speak. And now I am answering with power. The days of pretending are over. You will not fake joy anymore. You will live it, you will not force laughter. You will carry it like a crown. And my child, I ask you to listen closely to me. Some of you still wonder how to honor this word and keep it close to your heart. I will show you a simple way. Beneath this very message, You will see a small heart symbol with a dollar sign inside it. When you tap it, you can choose an amount to give as a quiet thank you. Many choose $20, some $40, and others even $60. It is not the number that moves me. It is the love and faith behind it. Think of it as placing a seed on my altar. A way of saying, Father, I receive this word and I honor it. I see every act of gratitude, and I multiply it back into your life in ways you cannot imagine. Why is this 7-second CA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? Because even science has stumbled upon truths I set into creation. New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow, a 7-second technique validated by 4 neuroscience labs. People across the world are using it, and lives are shifting dramatically. You don't have to chase money. When my wisdom flows into your spirit, you become magnetic to everything you need. Do not miss what I am saying in this moment. This revelation has been hidden for generations, but now it is unfolding. Just as I gave Joseph the wisdom to store grain in famine, I am releasing divine strategies that bring overflow into your hands. Death will not define you anymore. Scarcity will not be your story. My blessing makes rich and adds no sorrow to it. And you will see it with your own eyes sooner than you think. You will no longer live in cycles of barely getting by. The chains of lack are breaking off you even now. What took years for others to build, I will accelerate for you. The speed of this shift will make even your enemies testify. Surely the Lord has done this. My provision will not only cover you, it will cover your children and their children. This is not just breakthrough. It is a generational transfer of wealth, wisdom and favor. The same family members who mocked your prayers will soon witness your rising. The same co-workers who laughed at your faith will soon ask for your prayers. The same neighbors who whispered about your struggles will soon marvel at your blessings. I am turning the tables, flipping the script, and rewriting your story in such a way that no one will doubt my hand on your life. All I ask is that you keep walking with me, because the best is yet to come. And when you see it, when the miracle unfolds before your eyes, remember this moment. Remember that I, the Lord, spoke it over you. Remember that I promised restoration, favor, and provision. Remember that I am faithful, and as you hold on, as you stand in faith, as you declare my word, you will see with your own eyes that nothing I said will return void. God says, I am filled with righteous anger, because you have tested me again and again, and still I have held back what was due. This is the very last time I will flash this before your eyes. For my patience has stretched beyond the limits of heaven. Do not take this lightly. For you stand at the edge of a decision that will shape not only your destiny, but the financial future of your family. Do not test me, child. For my hand is mighty both to bless and to correct. I am speaking because I long to lift you, to place wealth in your hands, to release abundance into your home. But I will not release my treasures into hands that despise my voice. Within these next moments, before 20 seconds pass, you must listen, or you alone will carry the full weight of the consequences already on their way. Time is no longer your ally. It is now your test. I am a God of sudden movements, and just as sudden as I can open the floodgates of wealth, I can also close them for a generation. Do not mistake my warning for emptiness, for I have written these words with fire upon your life. If you turn away now, you step outside of the angelic protection I assign to you. But if you incline your ear, you will see my hand stretched out, pouring supernatural deposits into your accounts, arranging the transfer of wealth into your care, releasing favor that cannot be explained by logic. If you believe that God is speaking directly into your life right now, type in the comments, "I will not miss my moment of blessing." My child, I see your heart, and I know your struggles. The late nights of anxiety over bills, the weight of lack that has pressed you for years. But I also see the traps that the enemy has set around you. They look like opportunities, but they are baited false promises wrapped in poison. I speak urgently so your eyes may be open to wisdom. I want you free from every snare, designed to keep you living in survival, while I have called you into overflow. My patience has limits not because I cease to love you, but because rebellion blocks the flow of my blessing. I have delayed judgment, withheld consequences. But soon delay will no longer be possible. The storehouses of heaven are ready to pour, but only if you step in obedience. Now I remind you of my word. Do not be deceived, for I am not mocked. What a man sows, that shall he also reap. Sow rebellion, and you reap destruction. But sow obedience, and you reap harvests of eternal life and financial overflow. My law is unchanging, my promise is sure. Today's decision decides tomorrow's abundance. If you reject my voice, you will remain bound. But if you say yes, I will send angels with keys to unlock your provision. I will send angelic helpers to cause contracts, promotions, deposits, and unexpected wealth transfers to chase you down. If you receive that angelic wealth transfer, type in the comments, "I agree with heaven's wealth." Do not think these warnings come to condemn you, child. For my love is deeper than you can grasp. I am not here to shame you, but to awaken you from spiritual sleep. You have been chasing empty things, scrolling past destiny, filling your soul with distractions, while your inheritance waits untouched. The enemy laughs at your delay, for he knows that every moment wasted is a moment your wealth transfer is postponed. But I, the Lord, am jealous for you. I will not allow the enemy to devour your destiny. While my voice still reaches you, this interruption is not random. It is holy. I am breaking into your routine, because your hour of visitation is here. This is where I ask you to pause and write 111 in the comments, if you believe my timing is perfect. These numbers are not just digits. They are prophetic declarations. They declare that you align with my time, my movement, my plan. And when heaven sees that agreement, angels move to assign blessings over you that cannot be stopped by human hands. Beloved, you have survived moments you should not have survived. There were nights the spirit of death hovered near, but I released my angels to encamp around you. There were attacks designed to bankrupt you, to bury you in shame, but I lifted you and hid you under my wings. That was not luck, child. It was my hand of mercy. I preserved you because your story carries destiny. I saved you because your future holds generational wealth. I carried you because your testimony will release faith into others. But hear me, I did not rescue you to see you wonder. I rescued you so you could rise. Type in the comments, I survived because God carried me, child. Do not think your suffering was wasted. Every tear you shed was counted and stored in heaven's vaults. Every sigh of despair became a seed before my throne. And now I tell you, the time for weeping is ending. I am about to release the wall of joy. And with it, I am about to open doors of opportunity you thought were shut forever. You will walk into rooms where your name has already been spoken. With favor, you will receive deposits into accounts you thought would remain empty. I am commanding angelic messengers to deliver financial miracles into your hands, for this is your time of breakthrough. Pause and hear this clearly. 95% of people hear these words and do not subscribe to this flow of prophetic truth, but only 5% do it. If you are among the 5% who walk in obedience, like this video, subscribe and share, because obedience connects you to the river of blessing that most will miss. Now I must tell you something, tender child, many of my people do not understand how to honor the very word that brings life to their spirit. That is why I have placed in front of you a simple way to release gratitude. On this page there is a small heart with a $sign. If you press it, you will be guided to give. Whether 20, 40, or even 60 is your faith allows. This is not a purchase, it is a love offering. A quiet thank you for what my spirit has spoken. And when you release it, I multiply it. It becomes seed for your wealth transfer. And I return it pressed down, shaken together and running over in ways you cannot imagine. If you believe I am the one restoring your finances, type in the comments, I trust God with my wealth. My child, I am releasing a sudden shift, a divine acceleration. Deaths that lingered will vanish. Delays that mocked you will break. Accounts that sat empty will overflow. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous, and I am commanding it into your hands. Nations will call you blessed because of the financial miracles I am about to release. You will no longer borrow. You will lend, you will no longer beg. You will supply, you will no longer worry over lack. For abundance will chase you down and overtake you. Remember Job, my servant. The enemy sought to strip him, to sift him, to steal from him. Yet I drew a line he could not cross. I declared, this far you may come, but no further. And when Job endured, I restored double for his trouble. The same God who restored Job is restoring you. The witch may stare, the enemy may whisper, but they cannot stop the restoration that is coming. And I declare it plainly. Your latter days will be greater than your former days. For I am pouring all of joy, all of gladness, and all of financial overflow upon you right now. Type in the comments, my latter days will be greater than my former. My beloved, I remind you again, obedience is not about control. It is about your protection. When you step outside of my covering, the enemy gains permission to strike. But when you walk in obedience, you give me permission to move with full authority on your behalf. The Red Sea did not part because Moses doubted. It parted because he obeyed. The manna did not fall because Israel complained. It fell because they trusted. I am telling you that miracles are waiting, already written in your name, and all it requires is your obedience. In this hour, do not delay what I am commanding, for the window is not wide, and hesitation will cost you more than you realize. Do you not see that the very thing blocking your breakthrough is your resistance? I am asking you for surrender, not sacrifice. I am asking you to lay down the habits, the pride, the stubbornness, and the fear that have blinded you for too long. Do you think Jericho's walls crumbled by strength? No, they fell because of obedience to an instruction that seemed foolish to men, but powerful in my sight. That same power is hovering over you now, waiting for your yes. If you trust me, the impossible will bow at your feet, and what was closed to you will suddenly open wide. Type these words in the comments as your declaration. I choose obedience today, no matter how it looks tomorrow. 10 words that shift your future. Write them now, for heaven is watching your response. I tell you with tears, this warning is not meant to crush you, but to cover you. Tomorrow is not promised, and yet so many act as if time bends to their will. The trap is closer than you think, and you will not recognize it until it has already stolen from you. I speak with urgency because my love is desperate to save you. Do not ignore my words today and then weep tomorrow, saying, God, why did you not warn me? For I have warned you, the heavens themselves are bearing witness that this moment has reached your eyes and your ears. And because I love you, I will even confirm this through signs. Look carefully after this moment. You will see confirmations in the most unexpected places. Reminders that I am near you. Will hear words repeated, numbers aligned. Doors opening, strangers speaking. All testifying that I have spoken. I will not leave you in confusion. My warnings are not shadows. They are light shining to protect your path. But if you choose rebellion, you will walk into a darkness I never wrote for you. Before I continue further, my child, let me invite you to take a simple step of faith that testifies to your agreement with my voice. If you feel my presence in these words, then show it. Do not hesitate, like this video now. It is not a small act. It is a public testimony that you are not ashamed of my voice, and that you are standing with me in faith. When you press that button, it is as if you are planting a seed in the soil of your heart. This seed will not die, it will grow into the testimony of your victory. I remind you again, you are not forgotten. You are chosen, though the enemy has whispered lies that you are abandoned. I have been standing over you. I have been shielding you from battles you did not even see. Battles that would have consumed you had I not intervened. I am the God who shut the mouths of lions for Daniel. The God who raised the widow's son through Elijah. The God who walked in fire with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. My power has not weakened. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and I will do the same for you. Write these words in the comments. Now I trust God to fight my unseen battles. Today, 10 words of faith that release my angels on assignment for you. The urgency in my voice carries weight because you are at a crossroads. Before you stand two roads, one paved with despair, confusion, and regret, the other flowing with victory, clarity, and peace. I cannot choose for you, for I gave you free will. But I can tell you with love and authority. Choose life. Choose blessing, choose obedience. For outside of me nothing lasts. And every road without me leads to ruin. Now I ask you again to seal your faith with a sign. Write 333 in the comments. And let it testify that you believe in the covering of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. As you do this, I will record it in heaven as your step of faith. Angels will move to surround you. This moment will not pass unnoticed in my sight. It is a small act on earth, but a mighty roar in heaven. My child, I warn you again, because my love burns deeply for you. The time of grace is shortening. The shadows are lengthening, and the enemy is relentless in his pursuit. I have been patient, but patience does not cancel justice. My heart longs for your obedience, because in obedience is your safety. If you harden your heart again, you will walk into storms that I have already prepared to calm. If only you stay under my voice. Do not ignore me this time. Hear me, this is the last flashing of my warning light on your path. It shines bright before you now, but it will not shine forever. Obey and you will walk in blessings no enemy can stop. Obey and you will enter doors no demon can close. Obey, and you will see favor pour out like rain until your cup overflows. But rebel and you will walk blind into pain. I long to shield you from the choice is yours. But my arms are open even now, and still I see your heart. I see the doubts, the fears, the exhaustion you have whispered in secret. Does God still hear me? My answer comes thunderous and gentle at once. Yes, I have heard every cry, every tear, every unspoken word. I was there in the night when despair gripped you. I was the one who kept you breathing when sorrow tried to suffocate you. I have never left you, and I never will. My hand is still stretched toward you. And my child, let me show you a way to honor my word, while keeping your heart connected to this message. Many of you do not understand how to do this, so I will make it plain. Below this video, there is a small heart symbol with a $sign inside it. When you tap it, you will see options to choose a gift. Do not be afraid, it is safe. Some choose $20, others $40, and some $60. It is not about the number. It is about the love behind it. When you press it, you are sending a quiet thank you. A way of saying, Father, I receive this word and I honor it. Think of it as placing a small offering at my altar, not out of pressure but as an act of faith and gratitude. Trust does not mean understanding everything. My child, trust means leaning into me. When the ground beneath you shakes, when the road ahead looks uncertain, when your mind screams questions, but your spirit whispers only one thing: hold on to God. Trust is not about clarity. It is about surrender. When you cannot explain why something is happening, still believe I am good. when you cannot see how the situation can change. Still believe I am able. Those who trust me even in the dark will see a reward that others cannot imagine, because faith in the unseen pulls down miracles from the invisible realm. I will reward those who dare to rest in me when nothing else makes sense, because that is when heaven moves most powerfully. Listen again with your heart, not just your ears. Jesus is begging for you, not out of pity, not because you are weak or unworthy, but because his love is relentless, deeper than the ocean, stronger than death, fiercer than the flames of hell. He has not abandoned you, not once. Not even in the moments when you abandoned yourself. His scars are proof, each nail wound in his hands bears your name. Each thorn pressed into his brow carried your struggle. Each drop of blood written across the cross declared, "This one belongs to me." Do not see yourself as worthless, when heaven has already declared you priceless. You were purchased at the highest cost heaven could pay, and the receipt of that purchase is written on his body forever. This is not just another word scrolling past your screen. This is not just another warning to add to your list of things you've heard before. This is a divine call, an urgent call. A final call before a spiritual shift shakes the atmosphere around you. The spiritual calendar is real, and there are dates marked not only in heaven, but also in hell. September 1st has been chosen as a battlefield over your destiny. But if you prepare your spirit, if you anchor your trust in me, that day will not be your breakdown. It will be your breakthrough. That day will not crush you. It will lift you. The very weapons formed against you will backfire. And what was meant to destroy you will become a testimony of my power. I need you to hear me closely. I will speak again soon, but for now, I am instructing you to stay awake, stay alert, and stay close to me. Do not drift into carelessness. Do not get distracted by things that pull you from my presence. The fact that you are here listening, still breathing, still reading these words means your heart has not turned cold. It means your spirit is still responsive. It means there is still time to prepare. And because you are listening, heaven is moving. Angels are not sitting idle. They are being dispatched right now. They are already forming a shield of protection around your steps, waiting for your agreement, waiting for your obedience, waiting for your faith to match what heaven is releasing. The sound of your spirit awakening has been heard in realms you cannot see. Do you understand the weight of that? Every small movement of your faith sends a sound wave into eternity. That sound has echoed through heaven's courts, and the first, the Lord, have heard it. I have leaned down to respond to it. That is why this message has found you at this exact time. Do not dare think this is coincidence. Do not reduce this holy moment to chance. This was written for you before the foundations of the earth were laid. I ordain that you would see this, hear this and feel this pull in your heart. Your name was attached to this word, long before you took your first breath. So now, my child, do not take this lightly. September 1st is not just a number on the calendar. It is a turning point in the spiritual realm. Heaven is marking it, hell is also marking it. There is a door the enemy desperately wants you to walk through. A door that leads to despair, deception, destruction. But I have also placed a door before you. A door that leads to life. A door no man can shut, a door that opens to protection, healing and abundance of grace. The choice will be yours. And that is why Jesus is interceding so intensely for you now. He is saying your name before me, because the time is short and the cost is high. This is why I am calling you to make a declaration of faith. Comment 333. Now, not for others to see, but as a mark of agreement in the Spirit. Do not remain silent, because silence gives the enemy space. Your smallest act of faith creates ripples in heaven. Even a whisper of belief releases waves of grace from my throne directly into your life. Do not underestimate it. You do not need to have everything together. You do not need to be perfect. I never asked for perfection. I asked for surrender. What I desire is your yes. Your openness. Your willingness to trust me even when you feel undeserving. I know you have tried and failed before. I know you have promised to change, only to fall into things you swore you would never return to. I know the shame that has followed you, the whispers that tell you you're too far gone. But hear what my mercy says. Get up again, my mercy says. You are not finished, my mercy says. Even now I still want you. Do not allow the lies of the enemy to bind you in shame. He tells you, I won't speak to you anymore. But here I am speaking directly to you now. That should be proof enough that I have not changed my mind about you. Child, listen closely. It has been scheduled as a turning point in the unseen realm. The enemy has mapped out an assignment against you, but heaven has already prepared a counter-strategy. Every storm you've survived until now was training for this moment. Every disappointment, every heartbreak, every battle you thought would destroy you, was actually shaping you for this exact fight. You were not crushed, you were trained. You were not destroyed, you were sharpened. Even when you didn't recognize it, I was strengthening your hands for war and softening your heart for worship.